but I'm going to go through a few of the gotchas on this system and a couple things to that you can do to make it a little bit easier on you. So here's the finished product. So one thing to bear in mind, so I went with the pusher cold air intake here. If you have, like, say, a Banks or some other system, they do have a another piece that you can get that goes into your turbo inlet. If you want to use if you're really happy with what you have for cold air, there is an adapter that you can get that'll go to either the OEM box or an aftermarket like K&N or a Banks like that I had. One of the other things is this sensor here. Make sure that you put that sensor in before you put this Y pipe in. This is near impossible to install. You'll most likely break off the little piece that goes down into this metal. So make sure that you put this sensor on before you put this Y in. The other thing is down here on your hot side inlet for your turbo. This little boot down here does not really like to go on, and so you have to push and tighten this up, we'll say, simultaneously. That's one thing there. Also, be very careful of your coolant. This is your HVAC coolant piece. This little nub right here, and you'll probably have seen that in the other part, but this is very fragile and it will break, and I broke mine. Luckily my Ford dealer had one in stock because you cannot find an aftermarket piece for this. So make sure that you're very careful of that. And then you saw me struggle getting the original intake out. If you take that top black piece completely off first and then get the aluminum piece down on the bottom of it out next, it's a lot easier to get the factory Y pipe or whatever you want to call that comes off your exhaust. The other thing, if you're running still the stock fuel filter here, you'll have to cut off your oil dipstick tab. Otherwise you won't be able to get your OEM filter in and out. So just something, you're going to have to cut that tab off. It used to mount to that plastic intake before. And then you also have to bend your transmission dipstick a little bit for this Y pipe to actually fit in there. So just a few words of caution. I do have a blue solid aluminum coolant pipe coming. I just kind of want to make it look really nice up here. And then I also got the coolant reroute kit to kind of clean up this mess up here. So it's all installed. I just got all my sensors in, so I replaced this one, that one, and then also I replaced this one as well. So all the sensors are brand new. Since I did go with the pusher intake, I had to take my entire bank system out. The pusher intake utilizes the bottom of the OEM air filter box, so you can leave that in place if that's what you already have and you're going to go with the pusher intake system. So just a kind of a few little gotchas there, but it sounds amazing. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get my key here and we can start it up, and you can see how it sounds. I'm interested to see how if it helps with any power or miles per gallon. Well, that sounds really nice. Not that it probably does anything about the sound, honestly, but I'm still running the Banks exhaust with a full delete kit, but that sounds pretty darn good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I messed up on the middle of the video getting that part put in. Hopefully some of the tips and tricks that I just shared with you will help you on your install of this pusher intake system. It certainly does clean up the engine bay, especially if you're running deleted like I am. There she goes into the turbo mode. I'll just go ahead and shut that off. A little hard for the video. But the other thing I did off camera is I replaced my front brakes. These have 125,000 miles on them. So I went with, you can kind of maybe see in there, drilled slotted with ceramic pads. And then also, you may have seen on one of my other shorts that I did, I got the Banks diff cover installed. That's pretty straightforward, guys. Just unbolt it, make sure it's fully drained out, you know, check if there's any, you know, foreign materials and stuff in there. Put your gasket on, screw it back in, and then put 3.6 quarts of oil back in it, and you're off to the races. Be interesting to see how how it cools that rear end in towing and whatnot. But that's it, guys. If you like this type of content, there's a lot more coming. I've been really sick, and I'm going to be out of work here for the next couple of weeks, dealing with some medical issues. But as you may have seen, some shorts come out earlier. I picked up a 1978 Honda XL 125 that I'm going to get running, and I may restore it. I haven't decided yet. And then our 427, or our, goodness, 427, 347 stroker that I'm going to build out of this 79 302 block. So stick with me, guys. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. It's exciting to be able to share some of the projects that I'm doing, and then of course we've got the Sonata, the BMW, and the Mustang there in the background that are all projects too. So really loaded up stuff, but I'm gonna have to slow it down here now and take care of myself. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do, like I said, appreciate all the new subscribers that came in this week. It means a lot to me. Have a great week.